Hello, today we are going to do a session with Dixit cards, which can be also metaphoric associative cards, but also play cards. And we have our beautiful client, Catherine, who is going to assist me today. You thought about the problem that you would like to...
Oh, yes.
You did?
I think, should I tell you what it is?
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure how to put it into words. Alice, my eldest, is very... very into confronting us. And I know I find the connection isn't quite there between her and me, and her and François as well, but that doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but well, let's deal with myself for starters. So I don't know, I'm not sure what the problem is exactly, but I think it's a good topic.
Okay, so...
Or I can choose something else if you want.
No. So what's important is to put it's to formulate the problem, and usually what we do, we start with ourselves. So we ask
so
a
I'm not
question.
connecting to her. That would be my problem.
You're not connecting.
I'm not managing to get through to her.
Okay.
Is that a clear enough problem? Maybe not.
I'm not. So, what do you feel like when you cannot connect with your daughter?
Well, I find that she's very... I know, she's asking... It looks like she's asking for more love, but she's pushing us away at the same time. And so it's difficult to know... Well, it's hard to deliver anything when you're being pushed away. Very mean just like that in the person of this dinosaur. But I don't know, I feel very small when... Being the mother, I should feel much bigger than that, I think. And
this is, you think, is the solution?
I don't know. I haven't quite decided between these two. This one looks peaceful, but the person's on their own. And this one, I don't know, they look a bit locked in, but I like the idea of the transmission, of sharing something and getting something through. So maybe I like that one a bit better.
Okay.
Even though she does look a bit old and sad, that lady. I hope I won't be like that.
Okay, great. Then now let's pick 3 cards from here, just randomly.
Okay. Do we look at them or not?
For now, no.
Not just yet. Okay.
Okay. So let's put them like this. So these are the steps that you need to take to go from here to here.
Okay.
So, okay, let's see.
Oh my god, they look horrible. Okay. This looks like we're going to... Well, I don't know. This one looks really sad. The other one looks kind of scary. It looks like there's going to be a lot of emotion to get to here. To get out of here and to over here, it looks like we're going to have to do... It looks like there's going to be lots of crying and laughing and all sorts of things. I'm not sure how... I'm not exactly sure how it can be... I don't know, it looks more like a feeling than something to actually do. I don't know.
How do you think you should feel in order to be able to resolve your issue?
Well, probably stronger than this little person in front of the very large blue dinosaur, or whatever it is. No, it's more like a dragon.
So you need some kind of resource to make you...
I need some kind of resource. It's a shame there isn't a card with a key. I feel like I'm missing a key. I'm not sure what the key would be, but...
Why do you need a key?
Well, because I feel like I've tried all sorts of things and nothing's really working. And so, well, there's got to be another way of doing it that I haven't found yet that would, I assume, work. She can't be a teenager just yet. That will be a whole other problem. Yeah, so...
Okay, so can we formulate it like you would like to feel differently?
Yes, probably.
Towards your problem.
Yeah.
Okay. What about this one? Does it tell you?
It looks like a very long and slow walk.
Long and slow walk. This one. Okay.
It's not very positive. None of these cards are very enthusiastic. Very, yeah. But who knows? It could be a peaceful walk. It could be just. It looks a bit lonely though. I'm not sure why he has leaves all over him. He doesn't look like a. He doesn't look like a woman. This person.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
But he doesn't have to be, I guess.
No.
Okay.
If let's
But
say.
maybe it means that it's like, not so much a solution or a thing. It's more of a journey, because there's movement.
Okay. Even if it's a slow movement,
it could be a slow journey, but if it's getting us there, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Okay. Also, if there is a card that doesn't resonate, like you don't feel anything, or you picked it face down, so you didn't know what it was, but
we can try to interpret it as a journey. A journey probably makes sense. I mean, we're not going to just snap our fingers and make magic, I don't think. Although she looks like she's trying to make magic.
What kind of magic you think?
Or maybe she's not trying to make magic. Maybe she's trying to work out what's coming next. Like look into the apple, or like you would into a crystal ball. The apple looks kind of magic. It's not red and scary like in Snow White. It's like golden like the sun, which is pretty positive, I guess. So she, on the other hand, really doesn't look very positive. She looks kind of angry. I don't know if she's looking or stopping or... It's fun that this is gold, just like the next thing, though, I find. And all of the cards go together in terms of colour. Like, there isn't an all blue one or anything, which I find is funny. I'm not sure how to interpret that one. Maybe it's hesitating whether or not to dive into the solution, if this was the solution. After a bit of emotion and a long journey and at last a solution. I'm not sure.
What could be a solution, do you think?
This one.
Okay. What does this one represent?
Well, I like this one because there's the idea of sharing and passing on things that we know as a mother, passing on to our daughter, that's ultimately, she won't drown in it. She'll just grow. It will become like a bigger skirt. She'll just grow out of what we've shared. I actually quite like that one. I wasn't sure when I chose it, but the more I look at it, the more I like it.
Good.
I hope we find solutions before I'm that old, because otherwise it might be a very long wait or a very slow journey.
Would you like to look more at the cards and to see whether there is any card 1, 2, or 3 that could represent the steps that you need to take in order to achieve this state of mind and feeling?
This would be like, I think we need to sit down and have a proper talk and somehow pull ourselves out. I'm not sure who is me and who's my daughter, but pull ourselves out of the mess or anger or whatever it is that's there that's creating the problem, so that then we can paint something new or like project something. And then I'm assuming, I chose this one because I think she'd like it. Assuming it would be a bit scary, but probably we can climb over the rainbow. And then we can peacefully climb up our steps towards something peaceful or something positive.
Okay.
Where we can share.
And what about this card?
I don't really know. I just like it. I think it's peaceful compared to, maybe it comes after the solution. In fact, that one. That these things would lead us to to this, and this one maybe comes even afterwards.
What is this card is about for you?
It's about probably inner peace more than anything else.
Inner peace. Mm-hmm.
As much, I think, for both of us. Possibly even more for her than for me, I think.
You think she's not in peace with herself right now?
Sorry?
No, that's fine.
I did warn you.
No, it's totally okay.
Mm.
So, when we talk about the feelings, I mean, it's great, but we also need to, it's called grounding, like what exactly we're going to do in order to achieve a desired state. So,
I'm not sure.
You know why you said that this one is, this picture for you is about sitting down with your daughter and having a talk about? What would you like to talk to her about?
Well, I think I need to understand why she sounds so angry so that I can possibly help her be less angry.
And like, how is her anger displayed? She's getting angry at you, or
she gets angry at me and my husband, and it's mainly us and her brother also, I'd say. Well, as often when you're not well, you usually take it out on the people who are the closest to the closest around you. And she gets very upset about things that she didn't really get upset about before. I mean, obviously she's growing, but there's something a bit off about how she gets upset or how much she gets upset.
And you never talked about it with her?
I have, but we obviously haven't managed to work it out yet because it's not solved. But I don't know. I haven't found the right like example or thing to say so that the penny drops and so that she understands that I really am just trying to make things better. I'm not trying to, I don't know, punish her or whatever. I'm not sure what it is she is, but she's very on the defense, as it were. But we can have another talk. I mean, we'll end up finding what it is and doing all of those things.
You feel confidence in that?
Depends on the days.
Sometimes more,
sometimes
less.
I feel very confident that we're going to work it out, and some days I feel very small and I think, my God, I'm trying and it's not working, and well, there's got to be a different way to do it. I just haven't worked it out yet, kind of thing.
And this picture, painting something new, what would it be for you?
Well, I think we need to. Well, it's probably maybe it's too collaborative for someone her age, but I think we need to. If we build the solution together, rather than I deliver it to her, if she's part of the solution, and therefore she has chosen it, she'll be more willing to walk towards it. Otherwise, she might feel as if it's something that we're imposing on her, and knowing her character, I don't think that's the right solution.
So, if you were to put it into the practice, what could it be? What kind of activity you could
maybe we need to set a boundary of each week. There's a time where she's only with me or only with my husband, and her brother is not around. Maybe it's or maybe, I don't know, it's an example, but it could be I think it's, well, because the family's grown and there are more of us, attention is split among all people and the house, and she needs to have she needs a bigger part of my attention, I think. And I've tried, but I haven't quite worked out the thing. So maybe we need to make it, I don't know, more special, or make it sound more special. And maybe if we have something that's just ours and she has something that's just hers with her father as well, she'll feel better, she'll feel more connected, less angry, and more willing to jump over rainbows.
So do you think you could make time and like each week?
I think we need to make it, because otherwise she's just going to disappear under her sadness and her anger, and we don't want that.
What could it be? What kind of things does she enjoy?
Well, she quite enjoys doing, arts and crafts type things, so that's often a good solution. Just like, just do you want to do a drawing together or do painting together and things like that, she always enjoys. And she just needs to have, I think, it could be that, it could be, I don't know, going out to, I don't know, take her to the cinema or go shopping, and just any girly stuff is usually popular with her. So
yeah, so in this kind of therapy or coaching, when we do, it's very important to make a plan.
You have to have a clear plan.
A clear plan, yes. Because when people say, like, I want to feel more in harmony, or it's great.
It's fantastic, but it's not going to solve the problem.
Exactly. So you need to have like something small. It can start with very small steps. But let's say you say that every week for 1 hour I do painting with her, or we go out to the cinema. Yeah. So I think
we should definitely start with something that can be done at home, just because, from a very practical point of view, if it's only me with the 2 kids, I can't be rushing off with one and leaving the other one at home. So an hour, we could do an hour painting or crafts, whichever craft she chooses. We could do that, just the 2 of us, 1 hour a week without too much difficulty. Just like we've squeezed in, because now she knows how to read. She used to read by herself, and I don't know, maybe a month ago I started reading to her again. And I read something that she enjoys and the little one doesn't enjoy, so he goes and sees his dad and his dad reads to him. But that way, that's already something that that's just 15 minutes that we've squeezed in every night for the last month, which is a start. But I think we have more time to catch up than just those 15 minutes.
And she can do something with her dad as well.
Of course. I think she needs that as well. Which is nice, because that way I'll get to see her brother, who's always clinging to his dad, so that way everyone wins.
Great. So what was, again, this one?
Well, I thought it was a nice assumption towards, climbing towards something positive. Although I didn't realise it's a snail, so it might be very slow. But, I don't know, it was nice and green and peaceful with the gold staircase. It's a progression. 1 step at a time. And probably.
Does it make you feel like the problem is getting smaller or not?
You can leave the problem down at the bottom. Yeah, I'd say that. It's like, it's disappearing. Like the staircase disappears in the sky. So you could say the problem disappears. Or at least we hope it does.
Okay, good. So, how was it for you?
Well, without surprise, I cried, but that always happens when I do things like this. It's actually really interesting, and it's funny. Well, I don't know. It's funny that what I chose was like this, and then those 3 came out. You can find all sorts of. I find it interesting because it makes you think about the problem in a completely different manner. Because it's a problem I've been thinking about for the past couple of months, I'd say. And I've been going on about it in my head, thinking I need to do something about this, and I don't know how exactly. But to have the cards and to have you, because if I only have the cards and I don't have someone saying, no, but you actually have to have a plan. You can't just say, oh, I want to feel better, kind of thing. It's actually quite interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome. I'm happy to have been the guinea pig or the snail.